And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Waterhouse FC versus Pacific FC in the first leg of the preliminary round in the 2022 Scotiabank CONCACAF League, the first match of the final CONCACAF League tournament. The first one of what, like 32 matches? I'm not doing the math. I already did it. I'm not doing it again in my head. But this is the last time the CONCACAF League will be a tournament. We have our first Canadian team not named Forge to be in this tournament. We got Pacific versus Waterhouse in Jamaica for the first leg, the first match to start the tournament. Can a Canadian team open the final Canadian or CONCACAF League with open the first CONCACAF, the last CONCACAF League with a first goal, or will it be a Jamaican goal, or will this be a draw? Will the first goal happen in Aguila Alajuelense, which we will not be covering tonight or next week because of the draw? But with that being said, lineups are as follows. For Waterhouse, the home side in goal. Kamar Foster in goal. The back four. David Edwards, Malik Cockings, and Javon James and Donardo Thomas in the back four. Damon Binns, Elvis Wilson, Ramon Howell, and Keithy Simpson in the midfield. Shaquille Bradford and DeVroy Gray up top for Waterhouse. And for Pacific FC in goal, Callum Irving, the back three. Georges Mukumbwila, Thomas Mueller-Jaguar, and Amer Didic. The midfield for Jamar Dixon, Manny Aparicio, Gianni Dos Santos, and Marco Bustos. The front three, Josh Hurd, Kunle Dadaluke, and Alejandro Huero Diaz as your front three for Pacific FC, the current Canadian Premier League champions, against Waterhouse. I think, didn't they win the playoff in the Caribbean Club Championship Shield playoff, or was that was either Sabao or I think it was like Moengo Tapo versus, sounds about right to me. They got through the club champion, Caribbean Club Championship to get here. I wouldn't say so. Pacific's a good team, Rebel. Pacific is a very good football club. This should be fun. Now, Waterhouse could park the bus, but I think Pacific are going to score a goal or two. They're going to attack. This won't be like boring, like both teams are scared. Pacific will be attacking. It's just a question of, does Waterhouse park the bus or does Pacific rip them to shreds, even if they are parking the bus? This is the home leg for Waterhouse. And I think away goals are still a thing in CONCACAF League right now. The final, away goals were not a thing in the Champions League, but I think away goals are still a thing in this tournament. So I would think you want Pacific to, you score a goal at home and you want Pacific to not score anything. So Waterhouse more likely should park the bus here and then try to do something at Starlight Stadium in Langford, British Columbia. But I think this will be a good match. Pacific's a better team. I think this should be a good match. Suarez going back to his boyhood club, Nacional. Yes, he is. Good for him. He'll probably go to MLS after the World Cup. Probably. Seattle will have to drop a DP or somebody would have to make a deal, but, I don't, oh no, he's Uruguayan. I was about to say. Argentina does have a really close link to Italy, though, so if we got an Argentinian striker, it wouldn't be a horrible idea. It's better than Belotti. But the mid-card to the main event is now 2 streams tonight, 1 review, 3 Canadian teams, 1 Jamaican team. I want 2 Canadian wins, of course. I will admit that. But not 2 BC teams. I only want 1 BC team to win, and that's Pacific. Sadly, this game is in Jamaica because I'd like to see how many people go to the Pacific game instead of the Vancouver Whitecaps Can-Champ final. I'd be interested to see that, but seems to me we won't get to know that. Well, of course, it's not seems to me, but you get the point. Teams are walking out. We're about to start the first CONCACAF League match of the final ever version. Pacific versus Waterhouse. Canadian Premier League champion Pacific versus Waterhouse of Jamaica. Nothing much. Got 2 matches live tonight. We're going to have some fun. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. I can't believe Timbers were one of the teams linked to Suarez. And Nashville also was too. Because Liverpool's former whatever is now the CEO at Nashville. I could see that, though. He was there when Suarez was there. I mean, I understand it, but I think that was sort of a CONCACAF, where you are, CONCACAF's YouTube channel. That's where you can watch the match. It's not on FS2 anymore. CONCACAF League is not on FS2 anymore. It's on CONCACAF Go, which is on CONCACAF's website in English, and CONCACAF YouTube. Or One Soccer in Canada, but you're either still in Florida or you're back over in Europe. So either way, you should be able to watch this on the YouTube channel. Should be. I don't know exactly where you are. Saludos, buen video, amigo. Tal vez no habla inglés, pero entendió que la Liga Canadiense se está creciendo. Pacific ganar 2-0. Partido aire de rondo preliminar de Liga de CONCACAF de Scotiabank 2022. Pacific still in Orlando. So CONCACAF's YouTube channel. Either way, it would have been CONCACAF's YouTube channel or CONCACAF Go. I don't know how Fox lost the rights. Maybe they just don't care about the CONCACAF League in general. For Waterhouse, Kimar Foster, Javon James, Shaquille Bradford, Denardo Thomas, Damian Binns, Elvis Wilson, Ramon Howell, DeVroy Gray, David Edwards, Malik Calkins, and Keithy Simpson, the 11 for Waterhouse. The team who came through the Caribbean Club Championship earlier this year, Pacific FC. Referee, Jose Ugalde, Costa Rica. ARs are Carlos Fernandez and William Cho. Keylor Herrera, the 4th official from Costa Rica. A full Costa Rican cadre of referees. See how this turns out. We got Pacific. We'll see how this goes. Pacific FC. What's up? Prediction for Barca Juve, which starts in 30 minutes. I got Barca 3-1. 3-1. 3-1. Barca. I think Barca is the better team right now. I know it's preseason, so it really doesn't matter who's the better team right now, but Xavi's a better manager than Allegri, I would say. I know it's shocking for me to say, but I think Xavi's a better manager. He has better tactics. For Pacific FC under James Merriman, we have Callum Irving in goal, the lineup of Georges Mukumbwila, Johnny Dos Santos, Alejandro Huero Diaz, Marco Bustos, Josh Hurd, Kunle Dadaluk, Jamar Dixon, Thomas Mueller, Jaguar, Manny Aparicio, and Amir Didic. But I got Barca 3-1. I just like Xavi. Xavi is a better coach, and he's got a better system and a better lineup. Juve is still rebuilding, frankly. Juve is a team who's still rebuilding. When it comes to the situation they're in, they got rid of Bernardeschi. Good for us, bad for them. Good for us, bad for them. Great for us, bad for them. but I guess he left for a reason. Things are just, they got to rebuild. They lost Dybala. Juventus is not as strong as they were last year, and they weren't really that strong. Losing Ronaldo must really hurt. Now, if Chiesa comes back, that could help them, but he's not here right now. And they've kicked off. Waterhouse have kicked off. Waterhouse in the yellow, Pacific in the purple. Here we go. The first match of the final CONCACAF League is underway. 0-0, 0-0. Pacific already attacking. Here they go. There's already a good run there. Nice. Nice. Gianni Dos Santos cross in and headed over the bar by Wero Diaz. Wero Diaz almost with a first goal within a minute of the CONCACAF League 2022. Wero Diaz, formerly of America? Yeah, he played for America. Wero Diaz. He did play for America. Yeah. He went all the way down from Liga MX to Canadian Premier League, but he's pretty damn good. I don't know why he chose to do that. I could not tell you. Pretty much. It qualifies for the Champions League. It's the teams that are not as big compared to the Champions League teams, but the teams who normally get to the Champions League are at the level of the second level, and then the other teams that fill out are like third level. So it's like a mix of UEL teams and Conference League teams with the fact it qualifies for Champions League. So it pretty much is. Where can I watch this game? CONCACAF's YouTube channel or CONCACAF Go. One Soccer in Canada. VIX in Spanish. It's not on TUDNA this week. They're all on VIX, but my luck, I would have had to pay for it if they didn't put this ish on YouTube, so I didn't want to go there. That was like the last resort. Well, the stream probably would have been better than trying to search for it on like buff streams, but you know. Got to kind of be quick on the switch over to the Canadian Championship Final, so I needed it to be a pretty good stream, so it was probably more likely CONCACAF Go, YouTube, CONCACAF Go, VIX, then buff streams. So I don't know if that Wi-Fi booster will help the Canadian Championship Final stream be better. It's probably not my decision. It's probably whoever's streaming the thing. Probably still be like 2 minutes behind. But hey, if it's quicker, it's quicker. Thinking everything's behind until we get to the playoffs, probably. Just depends on how behind. Third minute, 0-0, 0-0. Waterhouse is already basically just trying to defend for their lives. Pacific is on fire already. Got close within 30 seconds from Wero Diaz header, and they're still going. Georges on the ball for Pacific. And I will say this, I am supporting Pacific in this CONCACAF League because they are a CPL team. I want to see them make the Champions League like Forge did. And it's the last CONCACAF League ever, so even if they win it somehow after Forge only got to the semis, technically I can't be pissed. I have no problem with Pacific. I like Pacific. I think they're a very good club. I respect Pacific. It's not like Gianni Dos Santos. Gianni Dos Santos crosses the ball in again. And that's going to go out for a corner for Pacific. Bad punch away by Foster. Do you think Calvary can qualify for the CCL? Not next year, because the only way a CPL team can qualify for 2023 is through the CONCACAF League. Well, it would have been the Voyagers Cup, but they all got eliminated. Right now, Pacific's the only one who can qualify through the CPL if they win, if they get to the semifinals or one of the two best losing quarterfinalists of the CONCACAF League. Starting in 2024, for the 2024 CONCACAF Champions League, Canadian Premier League teams, they will have their champion and runner-up in the CCL. So they will at some point. I think Calvary will qualify at some point. and then the Canadian Championship winner and MLS Canadian teams could still qualify through MLS. So a lot of Canadian teams. We could have them. We could have 5 Canadian teams in the CCL if that so happens. And it depends. Maybe instead of Leagues Cup, maybe they put Canada in the Central American Cup. I don't think they would. Save by Foster. I don't think they will. But I hope at some point, because I think there's an odd number right now of teams out of MLS and Liga MX for the Leagues Cup, they fill out that roster with Canadian Premier League teams. Now, would they lose? Probably. But at least give them a chance. I only follow Calvary for Ali Mousse, but they're a very good. Calvary's also a very good club. They're a very good club. Tommy Wheeldon's a great manager. They've gotten close. I like the way Calvary plays. I think Jose Escalante's a jackass, but I think he's a diving jackass. But other than that, I respect Tommy Wheeldon Jr. I respect Calvary. I think they're a very good club, and they could easily be. They're one of the top 3 in the CPL. Shot saved by Foster. That'll be another corner for Pacific. They're already going. Pacific are on the freaking pedal. Pacific are on the gas pedal right now. They're bound to score. I told you. If Rebel's still here, I told you this is what the game would be like. This isn't boring. I love this. Pacific is bound to score in the next 15 minutes. This is absolutely going to be a massacre if this keeps going the way it is. Hurd to take the corner. Josh Hurd. Crosses in. Header. Amir Didic. Can't get it there. Shot. Goal. Goal. No. No, it's a goal kick. What? Did that hit side netting? Did that hit side netting or was it offside? I thought that went in. What? Sorry. I guess it must have hit side netting and went around the back. Or he was off. That went in. That went in. I guess he was offside. See, Pacific's already knocking at the door. Sorry. That happens during CONCACAF League. The camera angles aren't the best. If I've paid. That looked like it went in. I guess it went around the back or it was offside. I didn't see an offside, though, so it must have went around the back. See, sometimes that happens. Even during regular games, that sometimes happens. I got bamboozled, but Pacific will score a goal anyway in 5 minutes, so it's all right. It's all right. They'll score in like 5 minutes. Waterhouse does not look up to the task at all. I thought this would be a bit harder. Is Pacific better than Forge? What? I mean, Forge would probably beat the hell out of Waterhouse too, but Georges almost gives it away, but he gets it to Irving. Callum Irving plays it forward. Of course, Pacific's last tournament run in the Canadian Championship was out on penalties to York at home. Amir Didic sent it to penalties right at the end of regular time. And then York won on penalties. Giansopoulos with a great saves. York could have won it in regular time, too. Pacific definitely did not look ready for cup play in that match against York. But that was their first match. They were a one and done because they were a CPL champion and they had a bye into the quarters. And they were a one and done. That was like the same day as Toronto playing Halifax, I think. But Pacific definitely learned from that, as you could tell so far. 10 minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. As you can tell, 10 minutes in, they've learned. They definitely are better at cup football here. Or Waterhouse is not on the level of York. Either way, they're definitely ready. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. Pacific, that's a foul. That's the first really offensive chance Waterhouse has gotten. They've been tactical fouled. Here's a free kick in the 10th minute. Wilson gets fouled by Gianni Dos Santos. Is that going to be a yellow? I'm not completely sure. I don't think so. Headed away and cleared. Pacific with great positioning there on the defensive free kick. Or defend away the free kick. And Georges. If something's going to go wrong for Pacific, it's going to be at the feet of Georges probably. I have a bad feeling. The way he's playing football, I have a bad feeling. He's at a 3-back. He's not a center back. He's not a defender. He is not defensively minded, from what I can tell. Not one bit. Or maybe the nerves are getting to him. It's not like you're playing Cruz Azul. You're playing Waterhouse. So I'd tell him. Looks like a foul on Mueller-Jaguar. That'll be a free kick defensive end for Pacific. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That should be a yellow too. On Edwards, clanging into Mueller-Jaguar. Yeah, that should easily be a yellow. And they're not going to give it. Thomas Mueller-Jaguar is up. He's good. You have two great center backs in that back three, but Georges, ew, boy, I don't know. Like, the bad thing is Pacific has two great rocks of center backs in that back three. And then you have Georges, who's played more like a left center back that could be a left wing back. And he probably wants to play more offense. Nah. I bet there's an injury there. I have to say, bet there's an injury there. It sounds about right to me. That's going to be a giveaway. Bad giveaway by Pacific FC. Bad giveaway. Guadalupe can't get it back. I didn't expect. Pacific playing a 3-back may not be the best. They're still the better team right now. They're still holding the power in this match, but .13th minute. Thomas Mueller-Jaguar passes back to Irving. Callum Irving plays a long ball down to the midfield, and it does not hit Dos Santos. It hits the Waterhouse defender. Second ball, no foul. Jamar Dixon with a great pressure release pass there. The captain of Pacific, Jamar Dixon. Now going forward, Kunle Dadaluke puts it way too far. That'll be given away. And Waterhouse has a chance to attack here in the 13th minute. And they're just going to let him attack. Given away, and there they go. Boost Aparicio, former Toronto FC man, former York 9 man as well. Gianni Dos Santos has the ball. He's been putting in some good crosses. Cross into the box. Speaking of crosses, Wero Diaz whiffs. Guys, good news. What is it? I'd like to hear this. It'd be a goal kick for Foster in the 14th minute. Looks like a corner. Nope, it is a corner. Dos Santos with a great cross, and it hits a defender. Do you think TFC Montreal and the Whitecaps stay in the MLS or they join the CPL? They'll stay in the MLS. Toronto will stay in the MLS. Montreal, they may sell. Saputo may sell and they may get moved. And then there's a Montreal Phoenix club in the CPL, but I don't think they go down by themselves. Vancouver could go down. Vancouver, yeah. If they keep being a mediocre trash team, they could go down. They're just mediocre. They've made some good signings, but they're still mediocre. They could go down. Montreal, the only reason they would go down? Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Big ups, Rebel. He made his state's team. Dreams still alive to go to La Cantera. Let's go. I told you, never give up. The times that it feels the hardest is the moments you keep pushing. You push back the hardest. Never give up. Let's go. Rebel Cud, G of the week. Let's go. G of the week. G of the week. Let's go. Let's go. Salud. 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 '15th, 16th minute, 0-0. And a goal kick for Waterhouse Foster. Salud. Pacific. And that's a bad pass in. That could be a break for Waterhouse. Oh, that's not a foul? Maybe Central American referees do suck. Maybe they do have a point. Maybe Jesus does have a point. And guess what? What? Shot! Past the post. That'll be a corner for Waterhouse. Their first real big attack. Guess what is it? Some more great news. What is it? You and that girl you were talking about were together? Are together? That's got to be my guess. '17th minute. Goal kick. Sure that wasn't a corner? Waterhouse player is down, being checked on. And they got the special spray for the ankle. That was 24. Player down is Wilson. Player down is Wilson. He's up. And we go. Pacific has been dominant this whole game. They're bound to score. They're bound to score quick. Soon. And Wilson is up. 18th minute. They already have a striker usually where I usually play, but they don't have a right back, and I took it upon myself to be a right back. Just have to wait. Let's go. Let's go. Well, I mean, you want to be okay. That's also good news. I should have thought of that, but see. But you want to be the next Alan Mosa, better be a right back. That's what you want. So can probably score goals from right back. Some Richie Larea style stuff. So, there you go. See, that's the world. That's the universe telling you you're going to make it. See, that's the universe telling you you're going to make it. It's like, if that's what you want, it's given to you. I'm probably going to be on the bench for like the first 3 games. Hey, Richie Larea was on the bench for like the first 3 games. He was at Toronto FC. Then he became the best right back in MLS. And now he's in Europe. And he hadn't really got a chance, but he's still in Europe. Point is, that's a sign the universe is on your side. It's giving you what you want. Take the opportunity. You got it. You got it. The universe has favored you. You got it. 20th minute. You got it. That's a sign. It's telling you. What's up, Ryan? Are you going to do a watch long for Real Madrid versus America, Leon versus Toluca? I got more CONCACAF League games this week, so is my Priorities not straight? Probably not. But shot, save over the bar by Callum Irving. But CONCACAF League is what got me over in the first place. So, truly. So, yeah, I would say so. But, so, I do have a special spot for this tournament. It's the last one. So, you know, we'll go with it. And Pacific. And it qualifies for the Champions League. So, what's up, Red Bull Insider? How we doing? So, America, Real Madrid, and Leon Toluca, probably not. But I got Toronto, Vancouver tonight as well. So, shot. Oh, how you whiff on that. Horrible. Cross in. Waterhouse goes past the post. That's another corner. Callum Irving did nothing there. I don't know why you're acting like he did anything on that. I'm going to play for Chivas. Good luck. 0-0, but Pacific's been the better team up until about 2 minutes ago. Waterhouse has had a little bit of an offensive chance here, but Pacific is bound to score. They just got to weather the storm. Header past the post. And another corner. Since we're just doing hot takes, I'm going to say I'm going to play for Chivas. If you could replace Isaac Brizuela, he was good. Cross in. Headed away. Another corner. Pacific is on the ropes. It's in Jamaica. The first leg's in Jamaica. Pacific was the higher ranked side in the preliminary round because of what Forge did the past 3 years, especially the last two. Cross in. So this game is in Jamaica. The next leg next week will be in Langford, British Columbia at Starlight Stadium. Away goals. If Pacific scores about 2 goals, this tie is probably dead. Even if it's 2-1. Or 3-1. If they're leading by 2 goals, this tie is probably dead, which they're most likely to do. As I said, Waterhouse probably should park the bus here. 0-0, 0-0. They should park the bus here. They're not. They were, and then, well, Kunle Dadaluke on the ball. Yep, they put him at the back. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Thoughts on the Ronaldo situation at United? I don't know why Atletico Madrid just up and came up as the front runner for Ronaldo. That just seems weird. This man is either trying to get back to Real Madrid and pull the exact same thing he pulled a year ago, or he doesn't care about loyalty, which honestly, the fact he considered City probably tells you he doesn't give a crap about loyalty. But, you know, at least United fans have this headcanon that Ronaldo is loyal. I don't know about that. I'm a fan of Ronaldo, but I'll admit, the fact that he even considered City, it's like Sebastian Giovinco being like, I'm going to consider Montreal to try to get Toronto to overpay me, since nothing else has worked. And I'd be like, Seba, you know I love you. You're a great footballer, but if you're going to want all that money and choose Montreal just to get us to overpay your ass, goodbye. Go to the scum, you unloyal son of a bitch. That's how I'd feel in that moment. Let's put it like that. That's going to definitely go out of context, but whatever. Can't wait for Chivas to face Pumas. Chivas will destroy them. Alan Mozo will do the curse of the ex-player. The number 2 was available, so I took it. Didn't get captain, but I'm going to be 19 when I leave high school. When I graduated, I was 19 as well. I guess you were one of those past the cutoff date babies. Just like me. Start a year later babies, either way. The tie's over. Pacific has the advantage going to the second leg in Canada. Yeah, I agree. They probably will the way they're playing. Make a dream signing for your team you choose. Well, I mean, we've already kind of done that. I mean, Ronaldo. Ronaldo at striker is the third DP. That's what I'm going to say. That's the one I'm going to say. Ronaldo for Toronto FC is the third DP striker. I'm going to go with that. Probably won't happen, but I want to see it. If you're going to get all the Italians, why not get the Portuguese as well? Just start a civil war at BMO Field. Not great, but I watched Dinamo Zagreb beat the Macedonian champion away today after tying the first leg at home. The teams in Europe don't look revved up yet. I agree. Do you see the Canada's World Cup facilities in Qatar? Did not see that. People said that I was fat and didn't have a chance to get the state team, and when I did, they said, how the hell did you do it? And the answer was, I'm Mexican. I mean, that's not a bad answer. That's not a bad answer. Hey, playing it cool is a good way to do it. I'm not going, that's some G stuff, you know, G of the week, Rebel. That's the way to play it. That's the way to play it. Play it cool. Play it cool and cocky. That's the way to do it. I am rubbing off, ain't I? That didn't sound good. My teachings. My wisdom is. How about that? My wisdom is imparted. How about that? My wisdom is imparted. Also was 176 pounds, now 150. Lost weight. The journey begins. That's the way to do it. Hit the gym. Hit the gym. Keep it going. Keep it going. Cross in. Save. Who you see winning the World Cup? Delusional take, Canada. Rational take, Portugal. I see Argentina versus Portugal final. I really do. I really see Argentina-Portugal final. My rational take. I see Argentina-Portugal final. It has to happen. It's written in the stars. So, I see Portugal winning, though. I'm going back Ronaldo. I'm going to back Ronaldo in that situation. Teams don't have loyalty to players, so players don't need to be loyal. I mean, I agree, but fans like to think their players are loyal if they're legends, but Real Madrid fans are going to throw freaking whatever at Ronaldo if he goes to Atletico. I don't want to see it. Besides, Simeone and Ronaldo? This does not work. Probably better than on this pressing, but it's weird. Argentina will get destroyed again against Croatia. Canada are sharing hotel with Switzerland. I guess teams do have to share hotels, yeah. That's not a bad team to share a hotel with, Switzerland. I'm not really afraid of them, and probably they'll be out by 3 games. Wait, what's their group again? What's their group again? If you see the New Jersey State team play, just look out for a name saying Alexander M. I'll do that. If ESPN has one of those on at like 2 in the morning, like they have those like, hey, high school soccer on ESPN 8, the Ocho, at 2 a.m. in the morning. Or state team soccer, high school state team soccer. I'll pay attention. Switzerland. Oh, yeah, they're out. They're out after 3 games. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Yeah, they're out. They're out. Cameroon's going to be not shocking. They're going to be surprising. Cameroon are going to be surprising. Watch this space. Brazil and Cameroon. Just watch this space. Adding to what Rio said, Luis Chapo Montes has been playing with León FC since they were in the 2nd division of Mexico. Chapito is a loyal player. He's like León's Michael Bradley, so to speak. I said that about 2021, so that's about almost 2 years, a year and a half ago now. I said that. He's basically your Michael Bradley, so to speak. Your captain. He'll be there for longer than he should be, but I mean, Bradley has had a longer career at a lot of other places, but sort of a similar situation. But I understand that. TFC were not loyal to Javinko, but were to crappy out the door and paid the price. I agree. The one who needed to stay was Javinko. He probably would have stayed more healthy and more talented for longer. Josie, though, we saw what happened as soon as he got that new deal. One healthy season and then nothing else. And he still hasn't. And the good thing is he hasn't gotten better at New England. That's the one thing I was afraid of. Bruce Arena would revive that guy. Turns out, no. Pacific, 30th minute, still 0-0, settle. I can't lie. Compare what the U.S. MNT and Canada, U.S. MNT got the better plays. I'll look into that. But I have a feeling I'll get dropped. You'll be fine. You'll do good. As I said, the universe has blessed you. It's given you what you wanted. That's a sign you're on the right track. You're not going to get dropped. The universe, maybe it's a carrot. Maybe it's one of those things. But to me, what that looks like is the universe is backing you. The universe is showing you what you want. It's giving you what you want, or at least part of what you want. It says the universe is on your side. Where the USMNTR costs $16,500 per night. Apparently. Ooh. If the US is paying that shit. I mean, they got the money. If I was rich enough, I don't know if I'd go to Qatar. I would go to the UAE. I'm sure they got some hotels that cost that much. Not Qatar. Like, the UAE's pushing it. Dubai, I'm sure they got some hotels like that level. If I was rich enough to go to Dubai and have a hotel that was worth $16,500 per night, I would do it. Pull an Andrew Tate move at some point. But not Qatar. Dubai or the UAE. In Dubai, in the UAE. I don't remember. Did the US-17 make it to the World Cup? Yes, they did. There's this thing in New Jersey called the New Jersey State Cup. I see. So the best state teams. There's definitely some missing with the USMNT. Who knows? Michael Bradley may actually deserve to play in that midfield. If you could take one Qatari player, who would you choose? Akram Afif. Akram Afif. I think he's a wonderful player. Akram Afif, I think he's a wonderful player. I think he's their best player. He's talented. He's got skills. He's got talent. Got great finishing. Strong footballer. I like Akram Afif. I would take him. That'd be me. That'd be my decision. 32nd minute. 0-0. 0-0. Waterhouse. Still having some offensive time. They have definitely gotten some more offensive moments here. Afif needs to move to the Europe after the World Cup. I agree. I think he has the talent to do that. That's exactly, again, hasn't won it not once, and I'm going to change it. That's exactly what you're there to do. So change it. Akram Afif gets it from his father. Do you think Ronaldo's son will be in the USMNT in the future? He has the chance, but knowing Berhalter could recruit like Nick Saban, maybe he could. If Berhalter's still around. Jose, you're about to get timed out. If Berhalter can recruit like he does, if he's as good of a recruiter as Nick Saban, so to speak, that's what I've heard. I've heard some prop like that. Ronaldo's son could play for the USMNT. I still think he plays for Portugal, but, I've heard some people say that Berhalter can recruit better than Nick Saban. I expected it. Zolos is. Zolos went to a CONCACAF Champions League quarterfinal against Red Bulls. That's probably their best moment. I don't think it's out yet. The match starts at 9:30, so it should be out at 8:30. So I would guess Insigne and Bernardeschi start. in Crescito. I would guess they start. I mean, it's a final. I don't think Bob Bradley's going to pull any punches. But then again, we'll find out. 35th minute. The longer it goes 0-0, the longer we're screwed. I don't play FIFA Pro Clubs. I don't have PlayStation Plus. Did you know Ronaldo could have played for a small African country called Cape Verde with Renato Sanchez, Luis Nani? No, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Probably made the right decision, though. Cape Verde. Cabo Verde, Cape Verde. All I know only thing I know Cape Verde for is Cape Verde, Cabo Verde hurricanes. Tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa. Well, I know it for. I know it's a country, I'm just saying. Cross in! Punched over the bar by Foster. What a goalkeeping performance so far by Foster. If Pacific are to lose or draw this game, Foster is standing on his head. Cross into the box. Oh, that's the last play. That was the first one he timed out today. But then again, didn't I even basically reference it? Cross in. There was only once today. The last match was a crazy one, but you know. The last match, though, this match has only been one. Hey, Ryan, how's your night been? It's been good. It's been good. Cross cleared. Or they'll go out past. It's been a good night. We got some more football. Another half, another 3 halves. No bounce in your comment section. Maybe it's time to remove moderator. I think I'll calm him down. Don't worry. I'll calm him down. I'll calm him down. Or don't choose violence. A lot of the black Portuguese players originally came from countries like Cape Verde, Sao Tome and Principe, Angola, Mozambique, former Portuguese colonies. Well, that would make sense. That would make sense. I should have thought of that. Oh. Son could technically play for Canada, Croatia, Bosnia, England, or Ecuador. That's a lot of countries. Shot over the bar. Hopefully they pick Canada or Croatia. Ecuador probably a distant third, but if they pick England, no. Chucky Arla. There was a big Chris Klein out sign on Sunday at the game. That made me smile, as there should be. I didn't even catch it on TV. I was actually watching like the second half. I didn't catch it. They didn't show it on TV. I can tell you that much. I didn't see it. I'm glad to hear, though. What's your thoughts on Marcelo Flores? He's a good footballer. He's a good footballer, but his father is a pageant mom who made him choose Mexico. So to me, Marcelo Flores, well, I guess he's not, but he's persona non grata to me. We'll be nicer. Persona non grata to me until he plays Canada. He did what he had to do, but let's be honest. He's a good footballer, and he could have started for Canada, but he chose what his father wanted to make his father happy, because his father is living vicariously through his kids, and I don't respect that. One, a man should not be doing that, living vicariously through his kids. Teach your kids, make them good at things, but don't live vicariously through them. You should have status to teach your kids about. that helps them either achieve higher status or as good of a status. Don't live vicariously through them. Probably because Marcelo Flores' father is a narcissist, but you know. So basically, great footballer, but I've lost respect for him. I lost respect for Marcelo Flores. Like, he should do what makes him happy. He should do what he wants. I don't think he wants to play for Mexico. He basically was told, this is what you do or you've disappointed me, son, by his father. And I don't respect that. Because the kid should do what makes them happy. If it gives them status and it makes them happy and it helps them grow, they should be able to do what they want. Not have to be pushed to something. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it, but that's just me. What's the point of this match? To qualify the 6 best teams from Central America / the second Canadian team to the CONCACAF Champions League. Part of that process. Dejan had made me happy in a different way. A good game icer from Dejan Joveljic on the weekend, yes. Some played against Luton Town and Chelsea in summer 2012 preseason. Awesome. Savage. My nephew could play for Morocco, Belgium, England, and Somalia if he plays internationally. I expect him to play for anyone but Somalia until they get their shit together. Hey, that is what it is. Morocco's a good move. Pageant mom he is. He's talking about Marcelo Flores' father. He's agreeing that Marcelo Flores' father is a pageant mom. He's agreeing that Ruben Flores is a pageant mom. Or I guess a pageant dad, but you get the point. Beta. In other words, Ruben Flores is a beta. Beta male. It is what it is. I'm just explaining. Thoughts on Julian Araujo? He's a good footballer. I like Julian Araujo. I think he's a very talented footballer. I think LA Galaxy have ruined him. They should have sold him to Europe when they had the chance. But I still think he's got talent. He could be a great outside back, a very great outside back, but he's kind of being ruined by the Galaxy. They should have sold him as soon as they had the chance, but they didn't. Goal! No, offside. Goal kick. Yeah, he was offside. And a handball on Gray. That's why. Handball. If I stayed playing soccer competitively, I could have played for Germany. Nice. Or you could have been one of Jurgen Klinsmann's German Americans. Fullback is what you call. Yeah. A fullback is what we call outside back, but it's probably because, the two footballs. The American football and Canadian football and college football, you have a fullback. So if you say fullback to an American or Canadian, they're probably going to think, oh, American football. So you kind of have to say outside back. Like, I could do both. I know what I'm saying, but football is just starting to get accepted as a way to call this sport in North America. I think if we do fullback as well, we're pushing it. As a position, we're pushing it. We got to incrementally get this stuff right. It's pushing it. Wing back, fullback. Araujo is very versatile with fast pace. Yeah. Sadly, he's playing for the Galaxy. He should be in Europe right now. Wing back is more of a winger that's in a 3-5-2 instead of a fullback. A fullback outside back is more of a 4-4-2, 4-4 or 4-3-3. A wing back's more of a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2. This is what I was made for, playing football, making it pro. I'm that 1% Pumas here I come. That's exactly what I want to hear. So it's kind of different. It's the similar family of players, but it's different. It's different. If you say wing back, that makes it sound like a team's playing a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2 instead of a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2. So Got to be careful with it. But point is, 45th minute. Looks like we'll have a draw at the half. So just got to look at the situation as is. One minute of stoppage time. Laughing. What are the laughing emojis for? Oh. 46 minute, and then we go to half. Oh. Here's a Klein quote. It was a recommendation-based scouting plan. Agents would recommend players who were available and fit a position if they were brought in. That's ugh. I saw that quote on MLS Reddit. I thought Vanny said it, talking about the old Galaxy. That was more recent. Oh. They need better scouting. Free kick in the 45th minute. The last kick of the half will be a free kick from Gianni Dos Santos of Pacific. Plays it in. Oh, what a cross. And that'll be cleared. And it looks like to me they'll call halftime 0-0. Settle with settle at the half between Pacific and Waterhouse. We got another 45 minutes to go in this match. Your teacher's right too. That's a good teacher. That's a good teacher. Oh. I read that wrong, but I hope your teacher said the same thing. But thank you. Thank you. Why did I read that wrong? Well, I read that wrong. I'm laughing at myself. But thank you. That's an honor. That's an honor. That's an honor. That's what I want to do. I want to inspire people, help people. Do what I got to do. Basically be the North American version of Andrew Tate. But with football as well. But you know what I mean. This type of thing. At least I got the advice. I just don't have the FU money right now, but at some point I will. I got the advice. I just don't have the FU money right now. But I live the lifestyle and I have the advice. I just don't have the money. I'll be there though. Don't worry. A lot of Croatian athletes are born in the borders of Bosnia and Herzegovina, but can play Croatian because of international agreements. A lot of towns in Bosnia are majority Croatian people. Speaking of Bosnia, there's like a Bosnian, like Little Bosnia in St. Louis. I wonder how many of those people also have Croatian heritage. Can't even do your job. You have to ask an agent. That's bad. I'll be pro and play for Chivas. Actually, my dream is to play for Waterhouse. Your brain doesn't recognize the second this sentence. Now you're just trying to. We'll take a short break at the half. We'll talk about the stats. And what up, Manny? I'm taking a short break. Be back with the stats at the half. You know what we have. You know what it is. Sit tight. Peace. Stats at the second half. Hit that like button, by the way. Hit that like button, by the way. Stats at the half. 6 shots to 5. 3 on goal to 2. Well, no. Yeah, 3 on goal to 2 on goal. 2 steals to 5. 6 fouls to 6. Or 5 fouls to 6. 50% possession to 50% possession. Offside. 1 offside to 0. 4 corners to 3. 119 correct passes to 118. 20 incorrect passes to 22. 139 passes to 140. 86% pass accuracy to 84. Well, 1 yellow to 0. No reds on either side. Pacific dominated like the first 30 minutes, and then Waterhouse, I'd say 25. Pacific dominated the first 25 minutes, and then Waterhouse in the second 20 of the half, so on and so forth. Definitely woke up and pushed Pacific to the limit, but it's still a draw so far. Got another 45 minutes plus stoppage time, and we shall see how this match in the CONCACAF League will finish out. We shall see how it finishes out, and we will see how Pacific and Waterhouse ends and who is in the driver's seat going into the second leg in British Columbia next week, which we will also be covering that. With that being said, I definitely think Pacific had the better start, but the second part of the half definitely did not go their way when it came to the football that was being played. I think they definitely sat back and just said, take some of their offensive play. With that being said, I like what I'm seeing from Pacific. I definitely think they'll still score a goal or two. If they get the away goals, that would be great. But I think this match definitely could end in a draw now. The talent that Pacific has, definitely Waterhouse is rising to the occasion. They rode out the first 25 minutes, started to make a move, and now we'll see what happens in the second half. Do they play it the same way? Or try to start the second half with a good forward play, and then once like the first, around the 60th, 65th minute, they start parking the bus, as long as they don't, either if they don't have a goal or trying to not let Pacific get that away goal, we shall see. But this is a very entertaining 0-0 draw, I have to say. This isn't like it's just a crappy game. This is a pretty damn good game. It's a pretty damn good game. Even if it's a 0-0 draw, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. But we'll see what happens in the second half. We should be getting pretty close. I can see what I can see why Fox uses those highlight packs at the half. CONCACAF has nothing at the half. The Bosnian restaurants in St. Louis and Kansas are supposed to be great. I've heard. Who's the biggest waste of talent in your opinion? Hype would be Freddie Adu. But I don't know if you're talking about right now or all time, and if it's really just the hype or the actual talent waste. Biggest waste of talent, honestly, Dele Alli. Honestly, I'm going to go with that. Actual talent waste, Dele Alli. He should be better than he was like 3 years ago right now. He should be just starting to hit his prime or getting close to hitting it and getting better and better, but he just hasn't. I got to say Delhi. I got to say Dele Alli. Biggest waste of talent. It's sad. It's honestly sad. The last World Cup, before the last World Cup, he was a freaking house of fire. And now, 4 years later, he's persona non grata. I would say, I think, how do I put this? I would say, I think Delhi had a bigger fall from grace. Ravel kind of got screwed by him. He put himself in a bad position, but I think he also kind of got screwed over. Dele Alli did it to himself. I think that's the difference. I think it was all self-inflicted with Delhi. Ravel kind of screwed himself over. He kind of screwed himself over, but he also got screwed over by his coaches and situations. I really don't think Ravel was that bad of a fall from grace compared to Delhi. Oh, you see Jimenez doing in Holland. Pretty good. He should do great. Are you doing any Liga MX games? Not in the midweek, and I don't think so this weekend unless there's one on Sunday that piques my interest, and it's more like later, like 7 or 8. That piques my interest. But we'll see. I'll look into it. Tigres up 1-0 over Juarez. I'll look into it. I'll look into the schedule on Sunday and see. And here we go. Pacific has kicked off the second half. Looking to score a goal here. Pacific FC in the CONCACAF League. We still have not seen the first goal scored in the tournament. No subs at the half for either team. We have not seen. And that's a bad... I'll read your posts. I just don't show them. They're not really on topic, and I sometimes show them if they're not too off the mark, but sometimes 50% of the time it's not really on the mark. I did show them. I've shown them from times. I've shown them from time to time. They're about love. I do love and soccer. I love both. I mean, those are two good things. Those are two good things in the world, yes. Love and soccer, yeah, those are two great things in the world. 47th minute. What if I actually stopped and quit? I guess we'll never know. Kanye West energy, exactly. That's actually a good quote. What if I actually stopped and quit? I guess we'll never know. I'm stealing that. Outlaws losing again in the first half. Are Outlaws frauds? They may be. Is it over? Is the run over? They may be. Is the Atlas run over? Cruz Azul versus San Luis tonight. I got Cruz Azul. even without Santi Jimenez. Ball crossed in by Gianni Dos Santos. There's a header. Falls down for Bustos. Shot over the bar by Marco Bustos. Way too over. Hit that like button, y'all. Get it going. The run can only last so long. You have a point. Just ask Toronto fans about 2017-18 and all those days. Foul free kick for Waterhouse. Defensive zone. Ask Toronto fans. We thought it would last forever. It did not. Now we're back on another, but it did not. There was a moment in between where it wasn't fun at all. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Nothing lasts forever. They say nothing lasts forever. Something like that. Bustos. Shot. Onside. Chips the keeper. And it gets headed away, but it's offside. You're living in the past. 27-18 was ages ago. I was living in the past until Toronto FC slapped me in the face. But now we're back. We're back. And unlike Texas, we're actually back. And unlike Texas, we're actually back this time. But I'm not. I was living in the past for about, what, a year and a half. The TFC slapped me in the face. And I stopped living in the past. And now we're back. We're back. Like we're Texas, except we're actually back. Love it. I love it. I love it. Womp. Come on, Wero Diaz. Why are you just standing? Nice. Aparicio. Wero Diaz! What a save. I was right at his hands, but that was a good curling shot. I thought that was going in. Is that? Measure twice, paint once. '51st minute. We got Bustos for the corner. Bustos for Pacific. Can they get a goal off this corner? Bustos to swing it in. Marco Bustos. Cross. Into the box. Headed away. Nice high jump there. Kunle Dadaluk. Nice. Cross. Header down. Shot. Save. What a save by Foster. Again. Another corner. What player from Canada do you see having an excellent World Cup and getting a move? MLS player. For me, Buchanan's already got his move. Larea got his move. Technically, Oso, I don't want him to get a move, but I can see him. If he has a great World Cup, he's definitely going to use that chance to make his move to Europe because he's going to be 29 next year. At this point, it kind of has to be Oso, doesn't it? Or a player like, Jaquil ain't gonna make it. He hadn't had a good of a season as I expected. Io, Akinola, maybe. I mean, Toronto FC are willing to move him on. They're willing to move him on if he does good at the World Cup and the rest of the season, and if he's there. I'm going to say Io. I could see it. I could definitely see it. If Io has a really serviceable World Cup, he definitely could get a good fee from a European club, at least in the championship or a mid-level power group of five team. Not the big five, but let's just say group of five outside of the big five. You know, European football is kind of like college football. You have the Big Five, then a group of five, 1-0 Barca, by the way. I expected that. What does Liga MX do that you wish MLS would do and vice versa? One. What the how? How sway? Liga MX doesn't do relegation anymore, so I can't say that. Promotion relegation. I can't say that. We don't have a salary cap. Liga MX doesn't have a salary cap. We shouldn't have a salary cap. I'm gonna go with that. And vice versa with Liga MX. Honestly, it should be a full season with a regular playoff. I don't like the half and half. Like, it's basically just saying you're going to play a half a season, playoff, and then play another half of a season and play a playoff. I don't like it. Because when you have European leagues and MLS and CPL, they don't play a half a season and play a playoff, then play half a season, play a playoff. I know most South American leagues do that, and I know Central American leagues do that, but I'm just not a fan of I want a full season. Single table, and you could do a Liga after the full season, just like MLS, frankly. I think that would be a lot better. And, like, you could have the team who gets top of the league in the regular season qualify for CCL, the semifinalists, the two finalists, like normal, and then Copa MX winner to CCL. And then how you fit in the Leagues Cup, I'm not completely sure. Hit that like button, y'all. 2-1 Barca Dembele. Oh, okay, so he's not injured. Cool. Ousmane Dembele did something. He did something for once. Cool. Legitimately. I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or... Oh, no. I don't know whether to feel sorry for Ousmane or laugh at him. Like, it's kind of a comedy. It's kind of like a comedy of tragedies. It's like a tragic comedy at this point for him with all the injuries. I mean, he still got a World Cup trophy, so, I mean, good for him. You know, Dembele could have played for 4 countries. I think I heard that, yeah. Just like most of the French players now. Could have played for an African country, and they could have also played for France. Yeah. Didn't Mahrez also, couldn't he have played for France? Like, even though Mahrez chose Algeria, couldn't he have played for France if he wanted to? France, Mauritania, Senegal, Mali. He made the right decision. Mahrez was born in France. There we go. Yeah. That's what gets me. Like, Mahrez is so damn talented. Why did France not want him? They let him go to Algeria. That's just not... I just don't get it. Mahrez is that talented. He could play for France. Yeah, Dembele is a World Cup winner, so I guess all those injuries are worth it. All the injuries are worth it. Irving to play the ball forward on a goal kick. 57-minute 0-0. Settle. Still tight. That's out for a throw-in for Pacific. He played in the World Cup. Yeah, Algeria wasn't a World Cup. Mahrez in 2014. Yeah. And they're not in it this year. They got knocked out. I think it was by Cameroon. Man United 2-0 over Bayern. I think it was by... Those African qualifiers by Cameroon, yeah. But seriously, Cameroon, I have a feeling they're going to be a surprise at the World Cup. I think they're going to go to the round of 16. I think they're getting out of their group. I really do. I really do. African football is very, very underrated. It's very underrated. Ronaldo seen at Man United offices or practice today. Are you saying he was, or are you asking? Because I don't know. Or are you just telling me? 59th minute. It's out for a throw-in. Getting to the hour mark. If Eto'o could get that new kid from PSG, they could do well. I agree with that. African football always seems to lack organization. Yeah, that's the one problem. It's kind of like CONCACAF in that regard, where it looks like you have, when it comes to organization, it's not great. It's not the best facilities, but they have talent. Shot, save! Another save by Foster. If he keeps playing like this, he'll be man of the match, and he's stuck in the net. But it's sort of like CONCACAF in that way. Like the big teams will do fine, but Senegal and Morocco as the best organization, not going to lie. I would agree. They're some of the bigger teams, the biggest teams. Egypt, you would think they'd have better organization, but when Bob Bradley was there as manager, it wasn't that great because of the Civil War, of course. Because Egypt, was in the Arab Spring situation back in the early 2010s. It's when Bob Bradley was there during and after. But Egypt's getting there, probably because Mo Salah, but they're getting there. They're getting back to where they should be. I love how Bob Bradley always loves to talk about the fact he got to coach Mo Salah. Seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining, but he always loves to talk about it. Algeria versus Mexico was an excellent game. That was when Mexico was still playing well, and Algeria gave one heck of a game. I agree. Morocco's only African country has like a St. George's Park, England training ground. Yep. Here's a corner for Pacific. Can they strike with Foster being doozy, yeah. Header in. That should be. And that's going to go out for a goal kick, and Foster's down again. Man of the match in this match is starting to get beat up. I miss seeing Samuel Eto'o play. He was a beast. Yeah, Samuel Eto'o was a great player. Wonderful, wonderful talent. Barcelona fit like a glove. Talented. Wonderful footballer. Had the technical ability, but also was just strong. Foster's down again, being dealt with the physios. He's got to go. Eto'o or Ronaldinho? Ooh. See, this is a hard question. Ronaldinho would be the popular answer, but I think Eto'o was slightly better. I think he was slightly better. I think Samuel Eto'o was slightly better than Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho was the popular player. I don't think he was the better player. He was great. Don't get me wrong. Ronaldinho knew how to handle the spotlight. Eto'o, good for him, was more of the quiet type, the strong, silent type. And they fit well together. But Ronaldinho, I don't think he was the better player. I think it was Eto'o. But I think the thing that helped Samuel Eto'o was the fact that Ronaldinho was there to be the lightning rod, so to speak. Like he was so close that he could be the lightning rod. I think that helped. I think they needed each other. I will admit that. I think they needed each other. But if it was just 1-1, I don't think it would, especially for Eto'o, I don't think it would have been good. Ronaldinho did well by himself in other places like PSG, so on and so forth. AC Milan, Querétaro, remember that? I remember on New Year's Eve, well, no, well, it was New Year's Day by then, 2021, I think. I was buzzed. I was drinking freaking Moscato champagne, and I was buzzed. I went back up. And I was back up here after I was done, just laying in my bed watching Ronaldinho highlights from Querétaro. Like, he was pretty good there, too. I'm not going to lie. He was pretty good, too. I'm not going to lie. He was good. That had to be 2021. I did not do that 2021 into 22. That was 2020 into 2021. Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. 65th minute goal kick for Callum Irving. Does Ibrahimovic retire after the season or go somewhere else? He's still going to play. Ibrahimovic is going to play till he's 50. Tom Brady style. This man is still talented. He's still playing. He ain't going to quit. Yeah, I agree. Man ain't going to quit. Monterrey leads Puebla. Figured. Ibrahimovic will still play. I got my money on it. I would. 66 minute 0-0, 0-0. Pacific, definitely. Waterhouse. Pacific's definitely pushing forward. I don't know if Waterhouse is going to try to end the half attacking. It looks like they have their moment, Georges. Saved by Callum Irving. Oh no. Kunle Dadaluke whiffs on it. That's going to go out for a goal kick. But what do you think about the Klein quote? It's absolutely trash. I think it's horrible. The fact that you can't do your job, you're the LA Galaxy, you should have a dedicated scouting cadre, right? And you don't. It's like, oh no, we're just going to listen to agents. I'm surprised you signed people. That's why I guess they are Galacticos. It makes sense. Why you keep going for the Galactico type players. And then nothing's around them. And the league has changed. Cross, cleared. The league has changed. The league has absolutely changed. That doesn't work anymore. The Keens, the Beckhams, Zlatan worked because Zlatan's a force of nature, and it didn't even work that well. But Zlatan worked because it's like, I'm going to do this. He's basically like, I'm going to do this shit myself. They can't do it, so I'm going to do it myself. Manny Aparicio, speaking of doing it himself, and he gets dispossessed, 67th minute. It's like, I'm going to do this. The only reason Zlatan works is like, I'm going to do this shit myself. He scored enough goals to basically keep LA afloat and then get him to the playoffs the second year. Then he left. I don't blame him. Chicharito, around him, is barely anybody. This is why I like Guillermo Barros Schelotto. He's bringing in young, better talent like Pavon and Diego Polenta. And yeah, there you go. Also, Pavon, Christian Pavon. Then when Zlatan got Pavon, that was amazing. That was some of the best football I've seen the Galaxy play in years. Because it wasn't Zlatan had to do it himself. I mean, he still wanted to, but at least he had somebody he could trust as a deputy, you know? The sheriff and his deputy. You could shoot one, you can't shoot the other. You know what I'm saying? That was the best football the Galaxy played in years, and the fact they couldn't keep him. Yeah, Pavone did get in trouble with the law down in South America. Yes, he did. When he went back to Boca. Still a great footballer, though. Daniels is coming in for Pacific for Bustos. Marco Bustos for Daniels. But yeah, he did. I don't know if he got cleared yet or not. But. Daniels already in through. Shot. Save. Another save by Foster. And GBS got Pavone for free without paying a transfer fee when he was with Boca. Well, that was a loan. But that's why it didn't have a transfer fee. It was a loan. As far as I remember, it was a loan. Aparicio. 70th minute. In through. That'll go right to Foster with a header. Pacific still going. In through. Oh, what a run. Josh Hurd has the ball in the box. Brings down, and that's going to fall for Waterhouse in the 70th minute. This feels like the moments are just shot, save. 70th minute of football. Pavone would have been nice with Vanny's system, but Klein said no. And that just shows you that Pavone was a Guillermo Barros Schelotto player. That just shows you. That just shows you. I think Vanny would have done well with Pavone. Would have been better than Cabral. Pavone with Chicharito would have been very interesting. It would have been very. Or wait. Or when Chicharito got back on form in 2021, it would have been interesting. Did he? Did he? It's like I remember Pavone being there with Chicharito in 2020 because, I mean, Barros Schelotto was still there. Well, yeah, that makes sense because Klein said no. That was hell. That season just wasn't great for y'all. That just was not good. I think because Chicha was just out of form and COVID ruined his state of mind was bad last in 2020. Yes, I am. I'm doing Toronto, Vancouver at 9:30, so I'll set up for that. I'll put on the jersey and all that, and move it to the stream site, and there you go. All that. So I got to do a little bit of changing things up, but other than that. So when the final whistle gets blown here, I'll sign off and start the move to the next stream. Speaking of Vancouver, Toronto, do we have the 11s yet? Nope, not yet. Hit that like button, y'all. I guess that one will probably do better, though. This one didn't do bad, though. Going anywhere special for vacation, if you don't mind me asking? Sadly, not this year. Sadly, not this year. My mom's going to, I will say this, my mom's going to have a surgery in August on her back. And we're going to save money to go towards that. So we may do some like staycation stuff, but we're not going anywhere. Sadly. So. Sometime this fall, August or September, but Cross In saved by Callum Irving. So there's some stuff family has to deal with. We're not poor, but we're not rich. I will say that. I will be in January. 22 and a half. I'll be 23 in January. My half birthday's passed. So, close. No cigar. Like you're about 5 months away. You're about 5 months away. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, about 5, 6 months away. Close. Over the bar, there'll be a corner for Pacific in the 74th minute. You're not far off. You got the same birth year, 2000. Nice. Yeah, ironically enough, my birthday is the exact same day, month, year as Iowakanola. Ironically enough. Just saying. I don't know about the hour. I don't know if we're that close, but it's the same day, month, year. What was your thought on Emmanuel Insua right back before Julian Araujo? Nothing special. I didn't really never really caught my eye. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's probably a bad thing. But then again, the Galaxy was the Galaxy. The Galaxy hasn't been the Galaxy for a good couple of years now. So probably a bad thing. Never really caught my eye. I don't turn 22 till December though. So basically a full year behind me, but still the same birth year. I get it. Okay. Hey, at least your birthday will be during the World Cup or right after, depending on. That's kind of gotta suck though. Like, depending on how close to Christmas your birthday is, that's gotta suck, doesn't it? That's like gotta suck. Like, at least I got a month apart. Like, it's like I could celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, then my birthday. Or at least, I guess, when I moved to Canada, be Thanksgiving, Egg Bowl, Christmas. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Egg Bowl, Christmas, birthday. So, but now it's just Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You know, like all in a 4 month span. It's gotta suck. Turning 26 on August 23rd. Nice. I'll remember. It's about less than a month away. I'll remember if I'm on stream. I'll give you a birthday. 29 December. So you're basically almost a New Year's baby. You barely were born in 2000. Hey, let me tell you, I shouldn't have been. I was early. I should have been born in late February, early March. I should not have been born on January 20th. I got out early. I had such an insatiable taste for life. I got out early. So I'm top G. I got out early. Top G. I got out early. Want to savor it all. Top G. I want to savor it all. Now, if I was 20 days earlier, that would have been badass. But, like a January 1st, it's like, it'd be like there was enough stuff happening on that day that would have been, I need my own spotlight. Josh Hurd crosses it in. Shot. Save in the 78th minute. Vertical horizon is overrated. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Seriously, that's why I said what. The monks of the Green Village give so much wisdom. No, you must be talking about the Wudan. The Shaolins of Wudan. Aikido. The Shaolins of Wudan. The mountains of Wudan, the Shaolins. I guess monks too. Give so much wisdom. Such is the way of Wudan. Shot, and that's going to go all the way to Foster in the 79th minute to be a goal kick. Tornado Aikido. Tornado style Aikido. '79th minute. Hurd gets the throw in for Pacific in the 79th minute. Got 10 minutes plus stoppage time to see how this game goes. Will Pacific get a late winner? Cross in. Aparicio gives it away. Free kick for Waterhouse. Pacific's got to do better at home. I mean, I guess you'd say they still have the way they played. They still have the advantage going to home, but they need to get an away goal. Wow. I don't know how that's a yellow card foul. That wasn't a great run, but that was more. That just had to happen. Manny Aparicio gets a yellow card. Manny Aparicio, formerly of TFC, now at Pacific. They're going to make a change here, Pacific, in the 80th minute. If Aparicio gets a yellow card in his next game, he'll be suspended for the first leg of the round of 16. If that they do get there. Of course, rules stay the same there. Plays through. The first yellow card for Pacific. Offside, free kick into the 81st minute. Well, they have made 2 subs. Waterhouse, yep. We got 81st minute, 2 subs. Baldissimo. Michael Baldissimo. Or is that Matthew? I always get it confused. I think Matthew's the Pacific one, yep. Michael's the one who plays for Vancouver. Turned 58 on August 26th. The golden years, eh? Nice. If I'm on a month from now, if I'm on live, I'll shout you out. Don't worry. Get into those golden years, eh? Fun fact, me and my mother share the same birthday. Nice. Sadly, my mother and I do not. Baldissimo. My father does not. Me and my father do not either, but I do. But my father does share a birthday with the MLS Cup final this year. If that doesn't tell you that Toronto's going to make a crazy-ass run, I don't know what doesn't. I don't know what does. Point is, November the 5th, we'll be partying all day, all night. For multiple reasons. It ain't gonna be no damn suit stream either. If that doesn't tell you that TFC is gonna make a crazy ass run, you're wrong. Nice. Happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday. Tell her I said happy birthday. Must be a fun day. Also for you and your son sharing the same birthday. Must be a fun day. 83rd minute. Still 0-0. What channel is the TFC game? It's on One Soccer, which I don't know. I don't think you have, do you? You're one of those. So just look up buffstream.1 and you'll find it. It's also on Fox Soccer Plus, and BT Sport 1, but the stream will come from there, probably. I think you're one of those people who don't want One Soccer. So I just use buffstream.1. That's what I got. That's what I've been using. It's worked out perfectly. 84th minute. My brother's birthday is December 16th, so he gets lucky birthday presents than Christmas presents. So you're one of those families who gives the birthday kid both holidays instead of just mashing it into one. He's lucky. He's lucky. He's lucky. I mean, if my kid was born like that, I probably would do the same thing. But if I'm being honest, I'd probably shoot for in between seasons. I'd try to time it to where whenever I have kids, I try to time it to where it's in between seasons, like November, December. Fox Sports 2 is a game at 10:30. Would it be TFC? No, it's one of those soccer champions tours. They put TFC on Fox Sports Plus. They put them on Fox Soccer Plus. Yep. This is 9:30. Sadly enough. Because I guess, Real Madrid is bigger than TFC? You think Bradley's rotating players tonight? No. At least not at the start. 86th minute. Congratulations. 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 Ooh. Waterhouse attacking, 86 minutes, still a draw so far. I don't think Bradley's rotating yet. I don't see it. Let me see the 11. It's probably up. It's got to be up already. It's got to be up already. MLSsoccer.com. 86-minute Waterhouse breaking. It's got to be. There we go. Toronto, Vancouver. It's got to be up already. 87th minute. No lineups yet, really. I'm going to stay with it. 87th minute. 2-2 Juve Keen double. I do have One Soccer. They're showing the Pacific game, so I think I'm good. Good for you. Good for you. 87th minute. Well, 87th minute. Thank God for the Android box. Android box. That sounds like you're in Futurama. Hit that Sue one time. Sue! I'm not jumping. 88th minute, 0-0. I'm not jumping. Will this turn into Ryan After Dark? Who knows? Who knows? Sounds like a boring game. I mean, it hasn't. It kind of turned boring, but it didn't start that way. Gladly, I'm not reviewing it because I don't think that would really get good views. It's going to go slow. 89th minute. We got stoppage time upcoming. Stoppage time is upcoming here for Waterhouse versus Pacific. We got a minute before stoppage time. Probably going to be about like 4 minutes. Can Pacific get a late goal, or can Waterhouse? Or will this end up being a draw? Free kick for Waterhouse here. See what we got. Oof. Oof. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks, Logan. Take the L and move on. Take the L and move on. Them's the breaks. Up your game. Up your game. Up your G level. Up your G level. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Tom sorry-ass Dwyer was in town. I don't think you have to worry about him. I mean, maybe he saw his kids, but that's probably as far as it went. He is still sorry ass. He still is sorry ass. He's still sorry ass, yeah. I'd take a brawl over Dom. Anybody would. Anybody would. Anybody would. All I know. Corner kick in the 92nd minute. Pacific, could they get one here? Gianni Dos Santos to cross one in. Will Foster cement his man of the match performance, or will it? And header! Say, that's a foul. That'll be a goal kick. Amir Didic couldn't head it in. I mean, it did cross the line due to Foster. I mean, I don't think that's a foul. But okay. Guess we got a 0-0 draw out here. One's Foster. Foster, man of the match. Put his body on the line. Thoughts on the Luis Suarez rumors that were all over today? Well, he's going to Nacional. He's going back to Argentina. No, Uruguay, yep. Didic didn't even touch him. I didn't even. But MLS, if he goes to MLS, it would probably be them to be campeones or losing to Jolos. I knew those titles were flukes. I think, well, yeah, we all kind of called it. Foster is up. Kamar Foster put his body on the line to be man of the match for Waterhouse. And it's a 0-0 draw thanks to his efforts so far. They'll probably blow the whistle in a bit. Goal kick, and that should do it. A goal kick, and that should do it. It's been 3 minutes, maybe a couple more seconds, but Pacific are going to go back to British Columbia with a 0-0 draw, which isn't the worst. Situation. Could be worse. They could be down 1-0. They don't have an away goal, but I don't know if Waterhouse will score an away goal. But a 1-1 draw would put Pacific out of the tournament in the next round, or any scoring draw would put them out of the tournament in the next round. They have to win. A draw would go to penalties. A 0-0 draw would go to penalties. They have to win outright. They lose, they're out. They draw, they're, unless it's 0-0. They score and draw, they're out. They 0-0 draw, they have to go to penalties. They win, they're through. So the odds aren't really in their favor in the second leg, but it's not like they're in a hole. They're on solid ground, or maybe stable ground, I should say, but they're not. That'll be full time. Pacific draws. Yep, I'll be on there. Probably. I'll be on there at about 9:25, but we're going to start switching over. I will be on there. It's up on the channel, so jump over and I'll be there. And I'll be reviewing it too, so I'll see you there. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Once you subscribe, send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. As I said, I'll be jumping over to the Toronto stream at 9:25, maybe before, if I'm ready before 9:25. But I'll be ready for kickoff. I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Good match, but I'm sure the Canadian Championship will be better. Peace.